AITA for telling my dad I won't walk down the aisle with him because of my stepmom. The first words out of my mouth were, "Dad, if she's standing up there with you, I'm not walking." Yeah, I actually said that to my own father. I 27F, I'm getting married this fall to my fiancé, Ethan, 29M. We've been together for 6 years, and planning this wedding has been stressful to say the least. Not because of Ethan, he's been amazing, but because of my dad's wife, Linda, 52F, who has been in my life since I was 15. For context, my parents divorced when I was 12. It was messy. My mom got full custody, my dad moved out, and a year later he was already dating Linda. She wasn't the reason for the divorce, but the timeline still stung. She tried to be nice at first, but she always gave off this replacement mom energy that I resented. She'd say things like, "You'll see I can be the mother figure you need. Your mom is too strict, I just want to be your friend." To a teenage girl, that came across as manipulative. By the time I was 18, I had a decent relationship with her. Civil, polite, even warm sometimes. But she always had this way of inserting herself into moments that weren't hers. Like at my college graduation, she insisted on being in the professional photos with me and Dad, even though my actual mom was there. At my engagement dinner, she gave a toast before my dad did, and it was all about how she's so proud to see the woman I've become. It made my mom cry in the bathroom. So fast forward to wedding planning. I knew I wanted my dad to walk me down the aisle. Despite everything, I love him and we're close. He's always been supportive in his own quiet way. But last month, he dropped a bomb. "Dad. Sweetheart, I was thinking, it would mean the world to Linda if she could walk down with us." Me, blinking in shock, "What do you mean with us?" "Dad, just the three of us. I'll be on one side, she'll be on the other. You'll be surrounded by love." I laughed because I thought he was joking. He wasn't. Me, "Dad, no, absolutely not. This is supposed to be my moment with you, not her." "Dad, she's been like a mother to you for over a decade." "She's not my mom, and my actual mom will already be sitting there watching. Do you have any idea how cruel that would feel to her?" Dad, defensive. "This isn't about your mother. It's about acknowledging the role Linda has had in your life. She helped raise you too." I lost it. That's when I said the line, "Dad, if she's standing up there with you, I'm not walking." It's been chaos ever since. Linda texted me a long paragraph about how hurtful it was that I don't see her as family, and how she's stood by me through every milestone. My mom, on the other hand, told me privately she'd be devastated if Linda got that honor, but begged me not to tell my dad that because she doesn't want to look like she's starting drama. Meanwhile, Ethan thinks I should stand my ground, but he also worries this is going to overshadow the whole wedding. The real explosion happened at our cake tasting last week. Dad came alone at first, but then Linda showed up halfway through. Linda smiling too sweetly. "So, have you reconsidered the aisle situation?" Me cold. "No, it's not happening." Dad snapping. "Why are you being so stubborn? You're acting like a spoiled child." Me spoiled, because I want my dad, just my dad, to walk me on the most important day of my life. Dad, because you're dismissing Linda like she's nothing. She's poured years into this family. She deserves recognition. The room went silent. Even the bakery employee froze with a piping bag in hand. Ethan squeezed my hand under the table, but I could feel his jaw tighten. I finally said, "Dad, if you keep pushing this, you're going to force me to make a choice you won't like." We cut the tasting short after that. Now it feels like everyone's taking sides. My mom says she'll support whatever I decide, but quietly admits she's terrified I'll cave. Ethan's mom told me compromise is part of marriage, and suggested maybe Linda could at least have a special role. My best friend and maid of honor says if I give Linda an inch, she'll take a mile. She's been doing it for years. My dad has barely spoken to me except for one email that ended with, "Think carefully about the example you're setting for your marriage. Exclusion isn't love." The worst part? Last night I got a voicemail from Linda. I haven't deleted it yet because I don't know how to feel about it. She said, "Sweetheart, I know you don't see me as your mom and that's okay, but please don't erase me completely. I've loved you like my own since the day I met you. If I sit in the pews while your father walks alone, it will feel like you're publicly rejecting me. I don't know if I could ever get past that." I replayed it 3 times. Part of me feels guilty. She has done a lot for me over the years. But another part of me feels manipulated all over again, like she's trying to wedge herself into something sacred. Ethan told me flat out, "It's your choice, but once you decide you can't backtrack, your dad and Linda won't forget it either way." And now I'm stuck. Do I let my dad and Linda both walk me down the aisle knowing it'll crush my mom? Or do I stand firm and risk alienating my dad, maybe permanently? This morning, Dad texted me. Linda and I talked. If she can't walk with me, we may reconsider coming at all. Please don't do this to us. I stared at my phone for 20 minutes before replying with just one word. Wow. So here I am, 4 months from my wedding, feeling like no matter what I choose, I lose something. My dad's respect, my mom's happiness, or my own boundaries. And I can't stop hearing my dad's voice. Exclusion isn't love. Cliffhanger. My mom just called and said she heard from a cousin that Linda already bought a custom dress, one that matches the bridal party colors. So AITA. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to hear more interesting stories from Reddit.